Dear Papa, you must think what is so significant about this number 14 million. It is the estimated number of species that have been wiped off from the face of Earth. Papa, I dream of an Earth so bright that when the sun rays touch the ocean, I be blinded by the diamond like shine. I dream of our home. Our home, so green, when my eyes open and see, I be overjoyed by the beauty of its sheen. I dream of a jungle that's untouched. That when I'm short of music and colors, I be blessed with the melody of rustling leaves. And my soul be drenched with the tint of glowing flowers. I dream of an earth that's not so dark or so loud or so empty. So that when I'm alone, scared, and exhausted, I be accompanied by the nature of its glory. Papa, as I spend more time with nature, listening to the pitter patter of the raindrops, the melodious chirping of the little birdies, the rustle wind amongst the green leaves, do you remember a black beauty with a gorgeous blue neck and how she drank water from the leaking tap we have outside? Well, it's almost like she visits me here too. Oh, and by the way, she's called the purple sunbird, and she's not a sparrow. Who knew you could be wrong too? You know, it's so interesting to see them nibble on their food. Peck their fragile flowers with their quivering bodies ready to take flight. How I wish I could take a flight too. View the world from up there, flap my wings and sway with the wind. Papa, you won't believe if I told you this. I saw an owl too. The round eyes, the almost non-existent neck. Had I been a bird, I think I would have been an owl. We humans take such pride in our achievements. But if we see the Paya weaver weave its nest, we would be humbled. What a piece of architecture! Imagine these little ones looking for and flying unimaginable distance for that one thing to add to their nest. It's so similar to every penny we save to build our little homes. The ruddy shelduck, perched on a stone in the water, probably feels like the king of the aqua kingdom, ruling so majestically over the unaware fishes. Papa, look at those little ducks and the ripples they create as they come out of the water. And from waddling in the water, they would suddenly take flight, so sure and so light. Had there been no birds, would we have had the imagination to fly? And then there's the grey heron, perched on the highest branch, mocking us little wingless humans. Even Galip couldn't escape the captivating beauty of the peacock. How can we then? How dismal are times, Papa, that people can't be captivated by the beauty of flowers, by the little bees that rest on the flowers, by the ombre of the melting colors, the soft hues that drench your heart and make your soul weep a little. How, Papa? How? Sorry, I just went quiet thinking about these beauties. That right there is fancy blue. The striking blue is like the clear sky in a pool of velvety black. For me, Papa, they are more than colors. They are pansy blues, great egg flies, the striped tigers, and grass demons. When I see these mountains and the rocks, I can't help but travel back in time, imagining the red hot volcano and the lava that gave birth to them. I guess we have a lot to learn from nature. Looking at these langurs and cute little squirrels, I'm reminded of the Hindi rhymes that we had back in school. This little world takes me places which I haven't visited in a long, long time. In this haven lies a dangerous world. Promise me you won't be scared, Papa. I once saw the common vine snake and spectacled cobra. Would you believe it? There were a lot of students with me and they were all annoyed and scared by its presence. But why the annoyance? Isn't this their home too? Aren't we supposed to live in harmony and sync with them? I doubt if my life is ever going to be complete without custard apples. Everywhere I go, they're there to make me feel good. You know the story, right? This place is my Eden garden, Papa. The low arching branches that try to pat my head, the never ending veins of the leaf, the berry laden climbers that dance and sway with the wind, the sun that shines so bright through the heavenly green of the foliage, the glorious gold of the withering leaf. It reminds me of O. Henry's last leaf. Everything here makes me so happy and full of life that oftentimes, while sitting under the sky on a carpet of old leaves, I shed a tear of contentment. But that's not all. We humans may stop our activities at night, but a lot of our little friends are out and about, and we did see a few of them on our night walk. The porcupine and the jungle cat roaming around freely. $14 million is too big a number for us, Papa. But we are trying our best to save our 250. So, Papa, welcome to my world. Welcome to the hills. Welcome to Symbiosis International University, my favorite place where I get to meet my little friends. Where I get to breathe the fresh air and where I get to live and learn with nature. This is the place that they and I both call home.